Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
22!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
20, 20. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Get up. Here I come again. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. This is Coleman. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Get up! Gun, gun.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gun, gun, gun.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Coleman. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Get up!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are in for 6. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Hey, 21! Where you at? Who's that? Stay here. 21! 39. Gun!
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Gun. Hey, check. Space. Gun. Hey, Rick Lance. Check 4. Go.
Now Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, South. 12. Wait. Gun.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the shotgun, Ryan. They still can't get him. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, express. Space.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's got room. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, express.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. To throw on third down, Ryan into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, CD, as we look forward, get closer and closer to the postseason, what do you think if you had to pick the Super Bowl teams right now, who would you take?
Let me start in the NFC. And I think that the Rams and New Orleans seem to have separated a little bit right now. They seem to be the prime 2 teams. But I'm looking in the NFC South, and the Carolina Panthers would scare the heck out of me if I were anyone in the NFC. Defense continues to get better. Cam Newton having his best season since his MVP year of 2015. Versatile weapons on offense now. I like the momentum that they've been building. On the AFC side, of course, you have to say New England until further notice, naturally. You have to say Kansas City. But I do think that Houston has really built something because of their defense especially. But bottom line for me, the Los Angeles Chargers are really starting to make a move with Phillip Rivers leading them.
Yeah, all the talk about the Chiefs, but the Chargers right there. From the gun on third down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Back now here on EA Sports. To throw on second down. Ryan. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the third sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And Bryant's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
21.
Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
20. He's got it. 22.
On third down, Ryan. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Get up! On!
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Throwing now is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
12!
Ryan to throw. He's airing it out for Sanu. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Gun. Left. Gun. Get up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the left foot of Giorgio Tavecchio. This from long, very long range.
That was a nicely executed block there, but sometimes it's not just the kicker.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all